Hey everybody, it's Ron and Debbie, and we're back for another edition of Ask Ron. We have a brand new Gold Club member, Mike Anderson, and
Hi,
he's
Mike.
from Washington. Mike says, I want to change careers but don't have any money. Heard about your program over the radio, called immediately, and wanting some help. I'm desperate for change.
Well, I don't hear a question there. But Mike, I offered you my book for free on the radio. I assume you downloaded that. That's a good place to start. And from there, we have several options, many of them low-end options. You could go on our website, ronlegrand.com, and find them. And if you're submitting this question, it means you're probably already a Gold Club member. So we have a whole store full of stuff that you can get as well. So you just got to start where you can start, man. I understand. When I started back in 1982, you couldn't be any broker than I was. I have a negative net worth then, and no rich relatives, and no bank accounts, and none of that. I just found what I could do, what I felt comfortable in doing, and first thing I did was go out and get a check. It didn't require any of my money, and you can do the same thing if you get a handle around either wholesaling house or doing these axe deals, because they're quick money. I mean, several $1,000s worth of money, but you got to start somewhere. Get this thing out of your head that I need money to do real estate. You do not. You need money to get trained in real estate, but I gave you my free book, and the Gold Club has just got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of training on it for pretty much all aspects of this business. All the agreements are right there for you to use, so do what you can and get through your first deal or two, and then come see me when you can.
And Mike, be sure to build up your points in the Gold Club because you can always use them to shop in our Gold Club store.
There you go.
Okay, next is from Mark Mathis. He's from Louisiana.
Hey, Mark.
I'm interested in vacant land development and wanted to know if you could recommend a good training course that provides good information on how to find properties, creative financing techniques, ways to add value to existing piece of land through zoning updates, marketing techniques, etc., etc.
I sure can. Mine. We now have my 4-day commercial boot camp on tape. You can get it from this office, but I got a better idea. Call our office at 800-567-6128. That's 800-567-6128. Tell them you want to sign up for our convention in September, and they will send you, and tell them you want the commercial course for free. Because right now, for a few more days, we're offering the commercial course free. That's a $1,500 course, man. We're offering it free, and it's only going to wind up costing you about $700 for 2 people to go to the convention in September. So, I got to tell you that. I could tell you just call an order for $1,500, but I wouldn't do that to you. You can have it free if you just sign up for the convention.
That's right. You don't want to miss it anyway.
I got now, in that light though, it's not a complete course on just land development. To be honest with you, that's what I did 2004, 5, and 6, and you will not be doing any land development right now. Don't hurt you to learn about it, but you will not find any capital. In fact, the D word right now is like the plague. If you go to anybody that has anything to do with money and mention the word development, they're going to quickly tune out. This is not the time to do development. This is the time, however, to probably acquire options or properties that you can develop when the market turns around. But I honestly don't know how long it's going to take. Personally, I think it's going to take years. So if I were you, I'd probably get that commercial course and go through there and find other ways to make money in commercial property right now, excluding the word development. Just my advice, sir.
Okay. All right. We have a couple of questions from Michael Hughes, and Michael is from South Carolina.
Hi, Michael.
I am having quite a time explaining what is going on to my attorney. Now, this is regarding the lease agreement. His attorney does not like it. I sent the lease documents over to him and am getting roadblocked. Part of the difficulty is that I am not clear on all the details myself and are struggling to explain it to him. Now, he did include one of his attempts to do so, but it was about a page long. So I did not include it here for this purpose, but
all right, well,
he
Michael,
wants to know where is he going wrong with trying to explain it to his attorney.
First of all, you're not going wrong. You just told me you don't understand it, so how can you explain it to your attorney? Secondly, your attorney should be the one explaining it to you. If he doesn't like your agreement, then tell him to change it to satisfy his and or South Carolina's rules. I'm okay with that. You can't fight the professionals. In fact, you're not going to train them. They're untrainable. Just tell him to produce you one that you can use. That's the only end goal. And then that should solve the problem, because I assume this is the attorney that you're going to use to close the deals as well. Now, I will tell you, if you had a mentor, that's one of the things mentors would help you with. These kind of roadblocks along the way, these kind of obstacles. They'd probably take a look at what your attorney's input is and come back to you with suggestions on that, and possibly even get on the phone with your attorney to get through that. But I think you're making the big deal out of it. Just let the attorney create or change the agreement as they see fit, or use theirs, honestly. I mean, either way, quit using this as a reason not to do deals. Use anybody's lease option agreement is better than not doing any deals.
Okay, and his other question was, is an axe deal where I stay in also called a sandwich lease?
No.
If yes, why is it an axe deal since I'm not assigning anything?
Well, it's not. That's the opposite. An axe deal is the opposite of a sandwich lease. An axe deal is one you do assign and you're totally out. Sandwich lease is the one you lease from the seller, then you create a whole new lease agreement to your buyer and you stay in. That's why they call it the sandwich. You're to meet in the middle. Collect a bigger payment than you pay out. They owe you more than you owe the seller. That's the only reason you want to stay in, is to get monthly cash flow and or equity in addition to the down payment. But you know you're going to get the same down payment from your buyer whether you're axing it or whether you're sandwiching it.
Okay, Ron, that's all we have this week.
All right. Okay, guys. See you soon.